49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. Big league games from all around the Bay Area. We'll see Oakland battle Fremont. The Bruce Mahoney games with St. Ignatius and Sacred Heart Cathedral. And Northgate battles Acalanes.
We will have thrilling girls hoops with Carondelet and San Ramon Valley, Miramonte and Clayton Valley on the soccer pitch. And you can count on this basketball player from Sacred Heart Cathedral. He is a national champion on the abacus. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I am Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week with boys basketball in a huge game in the East Bay League. The De La Salle Spartans come into the game with a 15-1 record. The Spartans feature outstanding sophomore David Pachulia, the son of two-time NBA champ with the Warriors' Zaza Pachulia.
The Spartans and San Ramon Valley both come into this game with 1-0 league records. The Wolves feature the Conley brothers, team captains Elliott and Thomas, both providing great leadership for the Wolves. East Bay League action at De La Salle in a tight one Tuesday night.
One of the nation's best coaches in high school basketball, Frank Alaco, was honored before this East Bay League clash between De La Salle and San Ramon Valley, and Mason Thomas had the hot hand early in this one, knocking down the long triple. De La Salle answers on the other end, keeping the possession alive, and it leads to a Braddock Schelsvig easy deuce. Spartans going right to the cup, but here comes Elliott Conley with this vicious block. But De La Salle answers right back before the end of the first quarter as David Bulligan lobs it up. Will it go? Yes! Just before the buzzer. 16-12 Spartans after one. Second quarter now. Thomas fires a pass over to Conley. And man, that's a tough finish at the rack. 11 points for Elliott. Then final seconds of the second quarter. Let Thomas knife his way to the cup. 17 points for Thomas, and it's 23-22 SRV at the half. Third quarter, and the Spartans continue to dominate the paint. Schelsvig finds Alec Blair, and yeah, that's a grown man's jam. Woo! Can't forget about the captain, Luke Isaac, going with the floater, and man, that's a thing of beauty. SRV leads 36-35 after three quarters. This game was a battle. Fourth quarter, De La Salle looking to tie the game. Bulligan doing his thing. 10 points for the outstanding 6'6" senior. And those Spartans would retake the lead thanks to Blair driving to the cup. Bucket plus the foul. That's a vicious Blair you're witnessing. And to top it off, Blair draws some space, pops the mid-J, straight cash. 22 points for the Oklahoma-bound senior as De La Salle goes on to beat San Ramon Valley 51-45.
First place on the line in the Santa Clara Valley DN's division as Palo Alto takes on Milpitas. The Trojans with the early lead. Jordan North over to Jacob Rensher, who shoots and scores from three-point land. But back come the Vikings. Jarrell Clark dishes it to Gavin Haas, and Gavin drills his shot all the way from Stanford. 8-6 Pally after one. Second quarter now. Jordan North finds Lamont Davis in the paint, and late night Lamont gets his shot to fall as the Trojans take a 1-point lead. But the Vikings answer back. Jarrell Clark over to a wide open Nicholas Fadezinger for three. He got it! It's all tied up at 13. Then it's Jarrell Clark this time driving and finishing the tough lay-in. 23-17 Vikings at the half. More Pally in the second half. Clark once again with the drive and the finish, but the Trojans go on a 14-2 run to end the third. Isaac Cisse gets past two defenders and gets the lay-in to go. Now it's Pranav Krishnan kicking it out to Cisse, who fires and hits from downtown as the Trojans take a 39-29 lead after three. Then in the fourth, Lamont Davis dishes it to Jordan North, who lays it up and in, but the Vikings storm back. Jarrell Clark over to Gavin Haas, who nails another shot from three-point land. Now it's Clark going all the way to lay it in, plus the foul, as the Palo Alto Vikings win it 44-37 to go to 3-0 in the Santa Clara Valley DN's division. Jarrell Clark leading all scorers with 22 points.
The Woodside Priory Band with strings and everything as Woodside Priory hosts Pinewood. Pinewood off to a fast start. Sloan Parenti to Catherine Garr, out to Valerie Kelker. The Panthers can shoot some threes. Priory coming back. Sasha Johnson is a terrific sophomore. Sasha using the screen for a long two here. Now a nice dish by Pinewood's Jolyn Ding to a cutting Gar, part of a big game for Gar. More Pinewood in transition. Kelker dishing out to a wide open Gar. Money. But Priory keeps it close. Shot clock winding down. Jordan Moss firing from way out and nails it. Jolyn Ding is a strong player for Pinewood here, driving, scooping it home, and one for Ding. You Great Daniels right back at him with a drive and bags it home. Yeah, you great. But Pinewood takes off in the second half. Caitlin Kramer the dish to Kelker, a great pass to a driving Gar. That was nice. Kramer does a great job at the point for Pinewood here, faking the dish inside and then finding Kelker in the corner. Kelker with 3 of Pinewood's 8 threes in the game. Then pick and roll, Kelker to Gar. That was working well all night long. And now some love for the freshman Abigail Yu, who plays tough defense and can hit the 3 as Pinewood goes to 8-2 on the season, 1-0 in the West Bay League.
Off to San Jose now as Mitty takes on St. Fran Thursday afternoon. The Monarchs looking to break through. Murphy Walsh tries one from long distance, but Annalise Braun is right there to make the save. St. Francis on the attack leader in the first half. Brooklyn O'Brien will try one from a long way out, but the shot goes wide left. No score at the half. Mitty gets a huge break to start the second half as the ball is kicked past the keeper, and it will roll all the way past the line and into the net, and it's 1-0 Monarchs in the lead. The Lancers looking for an equalizer later in the half. Emerson Salida shoots one on target, but Layla Tukakovic is right there for the save. Then later in the half, it's Tukakovic with a brilliant leg save. Nia Lemerick clears the ball away to keep the Lancers off the scoreboard. St. Francis with one last chance for an equalizer, but once again Layla Tukakovic gets the ball as the Mitty Monarchs hold on to win it 1-0 to go to 1-0-1 in the West Catholic League.
Each week, the Rikus Center presents the Gary Rikus Players of the Week Award.
Remember to vote for the Player of the Week on our YouTube membership page. The Players of the Week featured in a rap performed by our friends at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
49ers Cow High, Gary Rikus, Players of the Week, James the Spitter. Let's go. Dane Wallace on the court, he's so flawless, insane knowledge, and he shows it when he scores. Lit it up that night, he was the hottest on the floor. Senior guard, putting on for the Grizzlies. 16-2, never been done in school history. California high, what a time to be alive. Go out to the games and just simply catch a vibe. Stay tuned for more, they about to take you for a ride. Cleo Afsar shooting threes like she's Curry. Hitting from deep, making the competition blurry. Draining the shots, they better guard you in a hurry. When she's heating up from 3, she makes the opposition worried. Highlanders, one big in a blowout. 72-25, they came to show out. 3-time defending chance, but they want some more. This is the year they will try to go for 4-4, yeah. Cow High, James the Spitter, Gary Rikus, Players of the Week. Let's go.
The Harker School brings us the Scholar Athlete Award every week. This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Hadley Faye from the St. Francis soccer team. Hadley with a sterling 4.1 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Bay Area-based lawyer and Harker alum Colleen Lee recently visited the middle school campus to speak to students about safe and legal internet conduct and provide insights and advice to help the students keep themselves and their communities safe. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
The Golden State Warriors bring us the Basketball Coach of the Week every week.
This week's Warriors Coach of the Week is Cameron Bradford from the Kings Academy. The Knights picking up 2 impressive wins last week. Cameron Bradford, this week's Golden State Warriors Coach of the Week.
Coming up, league action from the Peninsula Bay League with Menlo-Atherton and Jefferson.
And 2 of the Bay Area's best girls basketball teams meeting as Piedmont battles Bishop O'Dowd when 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank returns.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones, but we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything from adding a new debit card, learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits.
Mind if I just grab the one?
With Co-Browse, we're always there for you on your road to here, because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
I think the heater's broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fix-it-itis syndrome?
Honey, is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering a $68 furnace tune-up. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Dub Nation, you ready? Here we go.
Fremont down the lane to dunk it down! Exclamation point! Moody with 1 second puts it up, banked it in! 3.3 to work with, Buddy here.
The switch to Lively. 3, Curry.
It's game time, Dub Nation. The time is now. Get your tickets at Warriors.com.
The Menlo-Atherton Bears are off to a 9-3 start to the season, 2-0 in the Bay League.
MA taking on Jefferson this week. The Grizzlies at 9-4 overall. The league lead on the line in this week's Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
Well, the Bears have awakened from hibernation and are ready for our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game as the Menlo-Atherton Bears host the Jefferson Grizzlies. For MA, they will look to remain unbeaten in the Bay Division. They're 3-0, and Trevor Cadigan's got the hot hand. The Southpaw is averaging 15 points per game. He's going to Chapman University next year. And for Jefferson, they're going to be without their top leading scorer. Jaden Peralta is ruled out with an ankle injury, so Esteban De Leon is going to have to carry the workload for the Grizzlies. He's averaging just under 12 points per game. It's Jefferson and Menlo-Atherton in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. The Bears come out firing, and there's that man Cadigan knocking down the trifecta. Bears in transition now. Cadigan finds Luca Auer in the corner. Yup. Here come the Grizzlies. This time Michael Slugger fires a pass over to Esteban De Leon. 3 of his 15 points in the game, but MA would have a double-digit lead to end the first as Dominic Auer drives in, kicks it out to Luca Auer, and yes, that's cash. 9 points for Luca, 23-9 Bears after 1. More Bears in the second quarter. Bobby Redmond with a dime to Jacob Sutton, and the junior gets to the go thanks to a friendly roll. Grizzlies continue the fight. Slugger can't get the layup to go, stays with it, draws the foul, and you can count the basket, but the Bears continue to extend their lead. Cadigan cuts right to the basket for the easy deuce. 36-15 Bears at the half. MA continues to pull away. Here's the Southpaw, nailing the triple from the top of the key. 17 points for the senior, and those Bears continue to claw their way for second chance points. How about Aiden Atkins with the offensive board, and the putback is good. All Bears in this one running the floor in transition as Bryce Winters finds Brady Santoro for the easy lay-in. Menlo-Atherton has won its first 4 league games of the season. 63-31 was the final. Cadigan talks about the team victory after the game.
I think we just did a great job moving the ball, and we put a lot of pressure on defense, causing a lot of steals, and that led to a lot of fast break turnover points. And from there, it was just a really good job by the team.
In Atherton with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports.
West Alameda County Foothill League action as Bishop O'Dowd takes a short trip to Piedmont in the first mass, and Gordon finds Jayla Stokes. Gordon's screen leaves Jayla wide open from deep. BOD takes a 10-9 lead. Brianna Webb grabs the board and fires to Janelle Solis. The freshman passes a dot to Andrea Martin, a freshman-to-freshman connection. Piedmont takes the lead 15-12 after 1. BOD goes on a run. Samiti Chukwu kicks out to Ella Bibbins, a sophomore from the wing. Cash! Dragons reclaim the lead 20-19. Back and forth in the second, Savannah Dene grabs the board and delivers a beauty to Shaquila Zuberi, who's wide open for the finish. Piedmont back on top 26-22. Chukwu drives down the lane, hits the brakes, 360, shoots the mid-range jumper. It swirls around and in to keep it a 4-point game. Andrea Martin on the inbound to Solis from way downtown. Janelle cashes in. Highlanders lead 33-29 at the half. Dragons come back in the third. Chukwu quick on her feet, gets in front of the pass, works down court. The first shot won't go. The senior grabs her own board, and the second try is good. Beautiful ball work from BOD. Mael Chapman to Stokes. Stokes cross court to Emmeline Hall, and the junior guard puts a nice finish on it. O'Dowd back on top 44-39. The Dragons up 6 going into the fourth. 23-24. Chukwu finds Gordon on the double. Gordon's shot is good to expand the lead. Stokes showing off her handles, works down the lane with a picture-perfect finish as the Bishop O'Dowd Dragons go into Piedmont and beat the Highlanders 56-47 to move to 2-0 in league play.
Tyler Flimpson here with the captains for the St. Ignatius Wildcats and the Bellarmine Bells in a West Catholic League battle. After a 10 scoreless 32 minutes, the Cats find the net first. The first shot deflected, but it finds Mikel Gonzalez for the goal. SI leads 1-0 at the half. We jump now to the 53rd minute. The Bells find their groove. Christian Sparcerino shot to the right corner. Yes! Bellarmine evens the score, knotting it up at 1-1. In case that last Sparacino wasn't enough for you, he says, I could spare you another. Sparacino again with a missile! And just like that, the Bells take the lead 2-1 with 20 minutes remaining. Check this one out now, folks. You don't want to miss it. 7 minutes later, Matthew Shimizu finds the space and fires off the left from way downtown. Goal! Are you kidding me? The senior seems just as impressed with that shot as we are. That will seal the deal for the Bells, taking down SI 3-1 and staying perfect in league, improving to 5-0.
Service Champions honor student athletes who do great work around campus.
This week we spotlight Sam Cooper from the Sarah soccer team. Sam is the president of the school's fishing club. Sam is also involved with the school's student ambassador program and serves as a leader for both the Brotherhood and Mission programs at Sarah High. Sam Cooper, this week's Service Champions student spotlight.
D-Line Constructors presents the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play goes to Brian Chow from Homestead. Brian with a big-time block in the Mustangs win last week. Brian Chow with this week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who do great work in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award.
This week we feature the College Park girls volleyball team, the Falcons, with an overall 3.71 GPA. Be sure to check us out on social media. You can help our show by following our Instagram page, where we now have nearly 35,000 followers.
You can join our YouTube membership page where you get access to a ton of great content, including early highlights, full game videos, and early episodes of our Covered Cal High podcast. Here's a clip from this week's episode.
You can arguably make a case that this is probably the best lineup of games that we have on our schedule.
Yeah. Well, at least on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, which is tomorrow.
Right.
But
But I'm just talking about for the week.
Coming up to San Francisco we go for the girls' half of the Bruce Mahoney game as St. Ignatius battles Sacred Heart Cathedral.
And you can count on this guy. We'll meet the Fighting Irish hoop star with a special skill. But first, here's our U.S. Bank Top 10 girls basketball poll.
My bad.
Baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag.
From the beginning, AmeriWest Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
AmeriWest worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, AmeriWest works for me.
AmeriWest works for me wherever adventure takes us.
AmeriWest Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Applebee's Pick Six with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Diamond Training and Development is the Bay Area's largest training facility. Our expert coaches with decades of experience will help you raise your game to the next level. Diamond Training and Development makes sure you stay safe while you train to keep you in the game. Our state-of-the-art equipment will help make your game better than the rest. For baseball, softball, and personal training, Diamond Training and Development will help you get the game you want. Start getting better today.
We are Carmel Cheer, and you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Back in the NBC Sports studio here at Levi Stadium with the girls' half of the Bruce Mahoney game. The contest between St. Ignatius and Sacred Heart Cathedral honors World War II veterans from both schools.
Very long-standing historic rivalry now includes 5 sports. St. Ignatius has a 2-0 lead in the series this year and could wrap up the trophy with a win in the girls' basketball game played at the Golden State Warriors Arena on Tuesday night.
Adrian Soriano here at the Chase Center for the Bruce Mahoney game between St. Ignatius and Sacred Heart Cathedral. The Fighting Irish on the board first. Anaya Versosa pulls up and drills her shot from mid-range. Now it's Versosa with the pass to Carolyn Alapati, who shoots and scores from downtown, and it's a 6-point Sacred Heart Cathedral lead. But the Wildcats return the favor on the other end. Haley McGee kicks it out to Sophia Sanchez in the corner, and Sophia connects from beyond the arc. 12-11 Fighting Irish after 1. Second quarter now, Versosa dishes it to Kaylin Alyssa Idoro, and the senior knocks down the trifecta, but the Cats come right back. Megan Manning to Haley McGee to Lula Giametti, who makes it splash from NBA range. Then it's Haley McGee over to Julia Alcantara, and Julia makes it rain all the way from Oracle Park. It's all tied up at 27 at the half. The Fighting Irish looking to jump ahead in the second half. Madison E driving and finishing the lay-in, but Lulu Giametti had a big game for St. Ignatius. Lulu fires and hits again from deep. Then a short time later, Manning dishes it to Giametti, and Lulu shoots and scores again from three-point land. 50-36 St. Ignatius after 3. SHC rallies back in the fourth. Anaya Versosa finds Kaylin Alyssa Adora in the corner, and Kaylin drills it from the corner. Now it's Madison Eid faking her defender, then laying it in, and it's a 7-point game. But the Cats hold on in the end. Manning with the pass inside to Marianis as the St. Ignatius Wildcats retain the Bruce Mahoney Trophy for another season. Lulu Giametti with 18 points off the bench for the victorious Wildcats.
Back to the pitch for an East Bay League showdown with De La Salle and Dougherty Valley, and those Wildcats hit the ground running. Ricky Feliciano somehow gets a pass off to Hamza Sultan. Just to keep her the B, and the junior finds the back of the net. 1-0 Wildcats. More Dougherty Valley applying the pressure, looking for more ways to score, and Feliciano sneaks it past the keeper, and oh my, it's a 2-0 lead. De La Salle answers before the end of the first half. William Evans heads it over the Preston Spalasso, and what a finish! It's 2-1 Dougherty Valley at the half, but the Wildcats continue to pour it on in the second half. How about Michael Shong finishing with the header off the corner kick, and that's a thing of beauty, and those Wildcats continue to find ways to score. Sultan delivers an excellent ball to Feliciano, and the senior captain cashes in on the header. De La Salle would score late off a penalty kick, but not enough, as Dougherty Valley improves to 3-0 in the East Bay League. 4-2 was the final.
Each week, Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Jake Vanderbrook joins us now with the story of the Sacred Heart Cathedral basketball player with a very special talent.
Robert Aubrey Corey Wong is not only excelling on the court, he's a national champion in abacus. Corey's journey to greatness is built on the same foundation, a strong work ethic and a deep commitment to improving every single day. Seeing Corey Wong putting up shots on a daily basis seems to be like any other Sacred Heart Cathedral practice for this terrific shooting guard. Corey dedicates countless hours to perfecting his craft.
I'd say just hard working, like me perfecting my shot, because like that's what I do on the court. I shoot threes, like it's my game. Like just me in the gym every day, and like outside of school and like after practice, like I keep putting the work consistently.
Beyond the hardwood, this intelligent student athlete is a master in abacus, where he calculates numbers at a very fast speed to solve math problems.
I was coming back from a Costco run with my mom when I was in like first grade, and we stopped by like Supermath in Japantown. It's closed down now, but our teacher moved. She created her own business called Let's Abacus, and I've been with her ever since.
It was never about, just, oh yeah, abacus, this is the, something I've always dreamt of my whole life. It was more about, oh, this is cool, let's give it a try.
After years of hard work and dedication, Corey achieved a major milestone this past year, winning his first ever national title, something Corey never thought he could accomplish.
To become a national champion? Nah, not really. Like, I mean, I just put in consistent effort and determination in all the work I do. Like, it's taught me, like, you have to stay consistent in everything you do, and you have to be committed to what you do. Otherwise, like, you can't really go anywhere in life. So I approach that into everything I do.
But there's an even deeper significance to this. Abacus runs in the Wong family.
My brother and my twin sisters over there, one of them, they competed in Japan. She actually won first place, so she's a world champion now. And then my brother also won in his certain division, so he's a world champion too.
Of course I'm very proud. However, at the end of the day, these are just children that I'm raising to set them free in the world.
Much like on the court, Corey's leadership is defined by his ability to push both himself and his teammates to new heights.
I'm a great leader on the court. At times, I may be too over exaggerating to the players, but at the end of the day, it's practice. We all trying to get better.
From leading the fight in Irish on the hardwood to dominating the abacus.
978, 8, 1, 5, 5, 3, 6.
Corey Wong's dedication and discipline proves there's no limit to what he can accomplish. Corey's a very intelligent young man. You can see it on the basketball court as well as the classroom with a 4.2 GPA. And it's just amazing to see how fast this man can calculate numbers. Best believe if it were me, I'd be using a calculator.
So a calculator is pretty quick too, though. It's not an art, though.
So to sum it up, he's very talented.
Yes, he is.
See what I did there? Merrill West Credit Union brings us the Merrill West Merit Award. This award honors teachers all around the Bay Area.
Here is Jayla Stokes from Bishop O'Dowd basketball talking about her favorite teacher, who happens to be her coach, Matt Lane.
My favorite teacher would be my coach, Matt, who is actually a history teacher at my school, and he brings a really good atmosphere to the classroom.
Diamond Training and Development joins the show this week. This is an amazing baseball, softball, and training facility in Sunnyvale, led by former professional ball player and our good friend Adam Shorsher.
Each week, Diamond Training and Development brings us a diamond in the rough. This is a young athlete who is headed towards great success in their sport. And this week, we recognize Janelle Solis from the Piedmont girls basketball team. Janelle is getting lots of attention as a freshman. We see you, Janelle, this week's Diamond Training Development Diamond in the Rough.
Coming up, action at the top of the Oakland League with Oakland and Fremont.
And Sharks Ice High School Hockey with Bellarmine and Palo Alto. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Our mouths are one of the first places a doctor looks during a checkup, and for good reason. It can tell them things about our health, serious things, things that could keep us from reaching the next milestone. For over 65 years, Delta Dental has offered high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral health care providers in the nation. Delta Dental, putting your health first, yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
Cal High Sports is brought to you by Valley Christian Schools, supporting your quest for excellence. Help us bring positive attention to Bay Area teens every week Become a 49ers Cali Sports sponsor. Scan the QR code for details.
The Oakland League looks to be a three-team race this season with Oakland, Oakland Tech, and Fremont all in the running. Oakland features junior Rome Neal leading the Wildcats with his 13 points a game.
Oakland battling Fremont this week. The Tigers lost a tight league game to Oakland Tech last week. Roy Bishop Jr. leads the Tigers with his 15 points a game. The OAL League battle played at Ojai Wednesday night.
The Fremont Tigers getting ready to go, and the Tigers started off hot. Jabez Rubio with the steal, the senior captain heading to the rack as the Tigers take the lead. But Rome Neal was sharp shooting for Oakland. Neal is an outstanding junior point guard. Later in the first, the Wildcats toss it inside to Tamon Gamble with a nice up and under. He's a sophomore. Now toss it out to Khalid Odumiyowa for three, and he nails it. But Fremont leads throughout most of the first half. Zaire Albert with a fancy 15-foot one-hander right there. The Wildcats right back at him with Karaji West dishing to Jabari Gilbert Jr., the lefty, nothing but net. This game was tight throughout the entire first half. Late second quarter now, Rubio to the corner for Albert. Another three for Zaire. It's a 5-point Fremont lead at the half. But the third quarter belonged to Oakland. Inbound pass to Marcel Macon-Bennett for three. Then in transition, Roman Waugh, two big steps to the basket for the 6'5 junior. Now up by 5, and it's number 5, Eric Jackson driving and banking it home, part of a 16-3 run for the Wildcats. Now fire it out to Neal, and Rome sends it home as Oakland takes a 12-point fourth quarter lead. Rome now with a nice dish down low to the big man Waugh, who finishes and one as Oakland, down by 5 at the half, comes back to win it by 14.
The Bells of Bellarmine taking on the Vikings of Palo Alto at Sharks Ice. Early in the first, Con Howard finds Connor. Chan quickly finds Alan Kim. Kim sneaks it through the 5-hole and scores. It's 1-0 Bellarmine. Pally looking to even the score in the first. The first shot is blocked by Dylan Pichel. Pally gets the puck back. Another shot, and the puck is loose, but Dylan lays out for it. A great play by the goalie. Same score in the third. Here's the Vikings breakaway looking for the one-on-one, but Alex Cuey gets in there and breaks up the play, taking the chance away from Pally. 9 minutes left in the game. Jamie Natali brings it into Bell's territory. First shot blocked. Stanley Tank puts a shot on that's blocked, but Jamie sneaks back and fires the backhand and scores. Natali ties the game at 1. 4 minutes to go. Patrick Giametti locates Griffin Ponetza. Griffin shoots and scores. And just like that, Bellarmine retakes the lead late in the game. 40 seconds to go. Pally pulls the goalie and wins the puck drop. Lev Miller to Ben Holton. Holton in front of the net. He's got all the time in the world and gets it around and past the goalie and goal! Ben Holton continues his amazing season with a last-minute equalizer as a late Palo Alto comeback ends this one in a 2-2 tie. Our Sharks Ice player of the game is Jamie Natali with a late goal and assist to keep the Vikings in this one.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek.
This week's Volunteer Award goes to Megan Elgon from Sequoia. The senior lacrosse player spends her free time volunteering at local lacrosse clubs on the peninsula, including the Redwood City Royals, Team NorCal, and the Firehawks. Here is Megan talking about why volunteering is so important to her.
I love to volunteer because I get to give back to a community that's helped me so much. It helps me grow through my athletic journey and personal journey, and I just love to give back to the community that's helped me so much.
Presentation High School, San Jose's all-girls high school, presents the Female Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Presentation High School Girl Scholar Athlete is Ella Gunderson from the San Ramon Valley girls basketball team. Ella with a very impressive 4.33 GPA.
Discover a school where your daughter can truly thrive. Presentation High's unique approach to balanced growth combines exceptional faculty support with programs that prioritize mental and social wellness. At Pres, every student has the opportunity to shape the best version of herself and prepare for a successful future in college and beyond. With award-winning programs in STEM, athletics, and arts, girls at Pres lead in every field. Schedule a tour today to see how your daughter can thrive at Presentation High School. Visit presentationhs.org to learn more. Coming up, it's Alameda and Bishop O'Dowd in a WAC Foothill League showdown.
And two of the very best in Bay Area girls basketball with Carondelet and San Ramon Valley in a thriller. But first, here's this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
Our SLC learning specialists are here to help you develop skills and share tips that make learning with ADHD easier, like finding the right working environment for the task at hand, using a timer to keep your study sessions focused, and breaking down assignments into smaller tasks to make them more manageable. Discover the power of personalized learning support at the Schwab Learning Center.
The Alameda Hornets are having a great season. The Hornets 10-5 overall, with Zion Moore averaging 19 points a game.
The Hornets meeting Bishop O'Dowd this week. The Dragons feature G.J. Hill Thomas, the son of former O'Dowd star Gary Hill Thomas. The Hornets and Dragons meeting Thursday night.
The Bishop O'Dowd Dragons introduced as they take on league rival Alameda. The Dragons out front in a hurry, toss it to the corner for Josh Green, and the senior hits. This shot rims out, but working hard for the rebound and lofting it home is Avery Loftus. It's a 6-point O'Dowd lead. They call Alameda Buzz City, and these Hornets can sting with the three. Jack O'Mara hitting here. And now O'Mara from the corner. Jack with 5 threes in the game. A hint, his last one was more important than all the rest. Sage Kopelman had a great game at the point for Alameda, up and under and high off the glass for the senior. Alameda up by 3, and the Hornets with another great shooter. That's Dylan Mann. That's worth 3 claps. But Nico Wright says, how about this one? A one-handed rip for Nico. All right. Down by 5 at the half. The Dragons come back underneath to Loftus and 1, and we go back and forth. Dylan Mann, pump fake, another 3. 4 in the game for Mann, and an 8-point Hornets lead in the third. But O'Dowd retakes the lead here. Down low to Loftus, 39-38 Dragons. But Buzz City on fire, and it's O'Mara from the corner, 49-43 Alameda. But the Dragons battle back again. Brandon Roundtree ties the game with this scoop shot, then time winding down. Tie game, the Dragons fire it into Roundtree to take a 2-point lead with 3.4 seconds to play. Last chance for Alameda. Caden Thomas to Sam Skolnick. Handoff to O'Mara from the logo, and it goes! Jack O'Mara from half court to win it at the buzzer. It's Buzzer City as Alameda is out the door and on the way home with a thrilling win. Jack O'Mara with 19 points, including 1 very long shot to win it.
Out to Danville with the big game in the East Bay League for girls hoops, San Ramon Valley and Carondelet. The Cougars' Celeste Alvarez drives up the baseline before feeding it to Sophia Ross. Ross from downtown, and it's 11-9 Cougars. The Wolves come right back with a 3 of their own when Ella Gunderson passes to Maya Knapp. You can count that one. Here's another 3 for Carondelet. Talia Pham to Layla Dixon, and the Cougars have the 6-point lead heading into the second half. So the Wolves have some work to do. Caitlin Mills drives before kicking it out to Knapp. Maya hitting back-to-back 3s to cut into that Cougar lead. Alyssa Rudd with a chance to tie it up. Driving to the rim, puts up the shot, and it falls in as SRV erases the deficit. 3 seconds left in the third. Rudd inbounds it to Mills, and SRV has its first lead since the opening minutes of the game heading into the fourth quarter. Carondelet comes roaring back. Nyla Christopher with a big fourth quarter as she gets that bucket to fall. Game tied at 46. Ross to Janelle Navarez. Janelle for the lead, a huge 3 there. SRV ball with 6 seconds to go, down by 3. Gunderson to Rudd. Caitlin Mills uses the screen to get free. One last shot, and yes, the freshman sends the game into overtime at the buzzer. Tied at 49 after regulation. Carondelet grabs the early lead in the extra time as Olivia Smith gets the putback with the reverse lay-in. Carondelet up by 3. That shot is off. Knapp knocks the ball loose to Rudd. Rudd is able to get the pass off to Caitlin and count it. Have a day, freshman. And again, here she is flying to the hoop. 2 big steps and the bucket. San Ramon Valley wins this big East Bay League matchup in overtime. The defending champs getting it done behind the freshmen's breakout performance. Venardi Zurada is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor longtime Bay Area basketball coach Scott Espinosa Brown. Scott most recently was assistant coach with Margaret Gartner at Acalanes. In the 90s, Scott coached the Campolindo girls teams to 3 NCS titles. Scott was also a teacher and schoolmaster, dedicating his 69 years to young people. Scott passed away after a 3-year battle with prostate cancer last week. Scott Espinosa Brown, this week's Bernardi Zurada hometown hero.
Albany's Construction brings us the Dirty Work Play every week. This is a play in a game that shows the same type of grit and determination, brought to you by all of the folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's Dirty Work Play goes to T. McCarthy from the Mitty girls basketball team. T ripping the ball from the defender, then coast to score. T. McCarthy doing the dirty work, just like our good friends at Albany's Construction. The San Jose Earthquakes present the Soccer Players of the Week. The boys soccer player of the week is Nathan Thurlow from the Menlo-Atherton soccer team. Nathan with 4 goals for the Bears last week.
The girls' Earthquakes player of the week is Francesca Johnson from Sacred Heart Cathedral. Francesca with 3 goals for the Fighting Irish in their win last week.
Coming up, it's Acalanes and Northgate in the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week.
And Miramonte takes on Clayton Valley on the soccer pitch right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
This is gonna be big.
Are you ready?
The big one's coming! Big one's coming!
Soccer's biggest stars.
Major League Soccer has begun.
All on the Bay's biggest stages. It's the start of a whole new era. We home for the season kickoff. The future starts now.
There are just a ton of great teams in the Diablo League this season. 2 of those teams meeting this week.
Both Acalanes and Northgate enter this week with 3-0 league records. So this was a big game. So big it is our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, and you'll get big cookies. Our Tyler Flipson was there.
Big cookies in a big game is right, Robert. The last time these two teams met, it was earlier in the season in a tournament where Northgate bested the Dons 76-66. The Dons are going to want revenge tonight. It'll be with the help of their guy, Gavin Dodge. The 6'5 junior averaging 12 points per game and shooting a rock-solid 47% from the field. Northgate on a 3-game win streak despite battling injuries. Their senior, Grayson Bosted, averaging 14 points per game and shooting 64% from the field. A true stud on the hardwood. It's the first place Diablo League showdown with Acalanes and Northgate in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week.
The Dons finding the bucket early and often. Maddox's mom step back 3. Yes! That gives Acalanes an early lead. 2:30 left in the first quarter. Maddox dishes it to Brady Quinn in the corner, driving the rack and in. Dons lead 11-2. Just 1 minute later, Ryder Mom in heavy traffic finds his brother Maddox in the corner for 3. Splash! It's 14-2 Dons. Northgate looking for something in the final seconds of the first. Driving into the paint, but Dons' Ryder Mom says heck no! Acalanes has a 16-point lead at the end of 1. Halfway through the second quarter now, the Broncos continue to buck. Bosted Eurosteps to the rack and in. Moments later, Quinn gets a screen, finds a lane, and makes a sweet move to drop it in. It's Don's dominance, 26-13 Acalanes at the half. Northgate doesn't quit in the second half though. Bosted finds the lane and manages to get this one to drop, cutting the deficit to 9. Broncos looking for more. Making a move to the rack, but Acalanes towering. Ryder Mom is there to deny that one. This guy's a stone wall. Acalanes continues to cook in the third. Maddox's mom with a sweet little dish to Ian Salmon and 1. It's 32-17 Acalanes with under 5 minutes to play in the third. If it wasn't already clear, the Acalanes 6-man was loving every minute of this Don's cooking show. In case you missed him, here's more Mom. Maddox with a step back 3, cash, leading the Dons to a 21-point lead. Jumping to the final moments of the fourth, and the Dons ready to seal the deal. Cameron Hood finds some space for three. Bang! That will be the cherry on top for this big win for the Dons. Tied for first place in the Diablo League with Campolindo. Here's Maddox's mom after his big game sharing what it'll take to win a title.
Just keep playing hard. We're a family. We're all connected. I think most teams don't have that. We go out there and play hard, and we're unknown. Awesome. Now we're known. Let's go, boys.
Yeah! In Lafayette with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, I'm Tyler Flipson, 49ers, Cal High Sports.
Hey, that's not a nice thing to say about Robert. The Ugly Eagles from Clayton Valley hosting Miramonte Thursday. 3 minutes in, Genesis Cardoza gives it to Luz Hernandez. Luz fires from 40 yards out, and it goes. What a goal from the senior. The Ugly Eagles lead 1-0, and that's the score at the half. Second half, Jordan Matthews feeds a great ball in the box. Some turmoil in front of the net, but the Ugly Eagles, Danielle Taliva'a gets a great save to keep the Mats off the board. 50th minute, Ava Hara sends a corner kick in the box. It goes off the keeper and goal! Clayton Valley takes the 2-0 lead off the perfect corner from Hara. And Ava wasn't done. 9 minutes later, she rockets in her second goal of the match, and it's 3-0 Uggs. Miramonte scores one late off the penalty kick from senior captain Olivia Penny, but Clayton Valley takes home the win with 2 goals from Hara and the one from Hernandez. The Evergreen Valley boys basketball team is having a great season.
The boys meeting with our Tyler Flipson at the Rikes Center to talk about it this week.
And we're here at the Rikes Center for Human Enhancement, where goals are achieved. Got goals? And we're here with the Evergreen Valley Cougars. Guys, make some noise. We're getting started here with Donovan Trung. Donovan, you guys have been sensational in the preseason, averaging 60 points a game nearly. Tell me how you guys are doing it. What's been working well for you guys as a unit?
I mean, the key is just confidence. Like it's translated from like our practices and like working hard in our chemistry that we built on and off the court, and we're just a great team overall.
Absolutely, chemistry is beyond important. And so, like we said, the preseason has been great. Now you guys are going into league, starting league this week. I'm here with Justin Campbell. Justin, tell me about the motto for this team going into league play. What are you guys gonna do to get it done?
The motto is just stay hungry, right? We had a great preseason. We're trying to carry that energy forward, work as a team, and get it done.
Absolutely. Now we're going to go on over here to Parth Gunga. And now, unfortunately, Parth, you tore your ACL. Your season ended early. But that doesn't stop you from being a leader. You guys have 4 sophomores and 7 juniors on this team. You guys are young. So tell me, as a leader like yourself, being a captain for this team, how the dynamics changed for you from being on the court to off the court.
Yeah, it's been tough not being able to play with these guys on the court this year, but it's been a great experience on the bench, watching them grow as a unit, as individuals, and we do have a lot of talent, and I'm excited to watch from the bench and lead them, hopefully to win a league championship this year.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. This has been the Evergreen Valley Cougars. Guys, take us out with a break.
Coming up, the boys' half of the Bruce Mahoney game as St. Ignatius takes on Sacred Heart Cathedral.
But first, here's this week's U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 Boys Basketball Poll. We head back to the Chase Center for the boys hoops game of the Bruce Mahoney series. We saw the St. Ignatius girls seal the deal for the Wildcats earlier in the show, winning this year's rivalry trophy.
So the boys game didn't end up meaning much in terms of the rivalry, but it does have some serious league implications. Both teams 1-1 in West Catholic League play, heading into the high energy game played in San Francisco Tuesday night.
Here come the St. Ignatius Wildcats as they look to sweep the basketball games at the Chase Center against Sacred Heart Cathedral. SI playing great defense early. Vince Crisp gets the steal, then passes it to Raymond Whitley, who gets the lane to go. Then it's Sebastian Fisher getting the loose ball before dishing it to a wide open Raymond Whitley, who shoots and scores from downtown San Francisco. It's 14-18 Ignatius after 1. Second quarter now and more great defense from the Cats. Vince Crisp pokes the ball away. Raymond Whitley gets the loose ball and goes all the way to the hoop to lay it in. Sacred Heart Cathedral looking to answer back on the other end. Kieran Tate over to a wide open Michael Sargent in the corner, and the Sarge knocks it down from three-point land. But the Cats come right back. Lucian Speaks kicks it out to Alex Moore, who shoots and scores from deep. Now it's Marco Serchai driving to the basket and laying it in as the Cats extend the lead to 13. Time winding down now. Kieran Tate at the buzzer. Oh, he drills it all the way from the Golden Gate Bridge. 35-24 SI at halftime. The Wildcats pull away in the second half. Sean Bakurin steps back and hits from three-point land. Now it's Connor Lewis getting the offensive board and the second chance bucket as St. Ignatius wins big over Sacred Heart Cathedral to go to 2-0 in the West Catholic League. Raymond Whitley leading all scorers with 18 points.
Valley Christian High School is always on a quest for excellence, so Valley Christian is helping us honor young people who are on their own quest for excellence. Here is Elias Obenya from Salesian.
Obviously, like if I can, professional basketball. I really like basketball. I mean, I've been playing my whole life, so. But I know that an important job is pretty important in life too. It's hard to go pro for everyone, so. I mean, my dad works in business, so I'd probably explore that area of life.
At Valley Christian Schools, fifth graders and junior high school students are unleashing creativity in the business entrepreneurship and innovation program's creative design thinking class. Using the design thinking process, they brainstorm, design, and test original board games. The semester ended with a celebration where peers, teachers, and administrators played the games and honored the students' hard work. It's a proud moment for these young innovators and a testament to the power of creative thinking. Learn more about the Bay program at vcs.net and become a warrior today. DGDG.com brings us the Be Happy Play each week. This is a play in a game that made everyone happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the San Ramon Valley Wolves. The Wolves storming the court after beating Carondelet in overtime to remain unbeaten in East Bay League play. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com. Coming up is the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, sponsored by Lumen Digital.
Learn to use credit wisely. If you get a credit card, use it responsibly. Pay off the balance in full each month to avoid interest and build a good credit history. Use a digital banking platform with tools to track your credit card spending and remind you when to make digital payments.
Service by Medallion brings us the Play of the Week every week. It's a play we thought was the very best from all of the plays this week.
Here it is, the Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
We start off with De La Salle's Alec Blair with this ferocious one-handed slam. How about San Ramon Valley's Caitlin Mills with the three-pointer at the buzzer to send it to overtime? Here's Clayton Valley's Luz Hernandez from a long way out, but the Play of the Week has to go to Jack O'Mara from Alameda with this half-court buzzer beater. Oh my goodness, Jack O'Mara! You just won the Play of the Week! Woo!
That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to come back next week. We will meet the Evergreen Valley hoop star thriving on the court while breaking the cycle of abuse in her family. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.